Um, I want to briefly introduce our organization and its main. Is it the green one? Yes, it takes some time. So, as Ambassador Krutnes explained, Case Matrix Network is a part of organization that called CILRAP. Case Matrix is evolved as actually a network of fellow like-minded individuals who had a strong interest in international criminal law, issues related to gross violations of human rights, and particularly concerned about capacity development challenges in the field. We all had different backgrounds, different perspectives on these issues, but we saw extremely big need of helping national mechanisms, both formal governmental mechanisms, institutions, and civil society to develop in light of a rapidly developing international criminal law, both as a legal discipline but as an institutional mechanism. Our main focus and work started with something called Legal Tools Project. This is an ICC project that is, again, developed by Mr. Martin Bergsmund, who was in charge of this project both when it was at ICC and then later when it became an external project of the ICC. The main objectives of this project was to help national users, national stakeholders to get access to ever-increasing field and discipline of international criminal law. ICC Legal Tools Project provided a number of legal services that helped anybody outside the court to enjoy a rich collection of legal information and different legal sources that help professionals working on international criminal law. Starting from this project, we decided to establish this into a more stable and bigger platform, and that's where the Case Matrix Network idea came about. So main purpose and main work processes that we concentrated on is, as you can see from the slides, it's a building of different legal databases that were specifically designed and organized for working for international criminal law, and documentation of gross violations of human rights. Then we concentrated on a series of publications that was both academical research, policy and strategy type of publications that gives directions and advise different actors on the ways working on these issues. And the last one is services and trainings, where we developed a set of capacity development engagements that helps us to transfer this knowledge and experience to the end users. This is a structure of organization. So as you can see, we have other departments as well, which is the Forum of International Criminal and Humanitarian Law and a publication. Our organization puts a big focus on developing academical as well as a practical approach to international criminal law. So we are two hands of an organization that tries to, from one hand, to promote academical dispute, take the most actual issues, contribute to the discourse, but at the same time, try to implement these ideas and this experience in the field. At the same time, the experience, feedback we get from the field, it helps us to further continue our research and academical endeavors. This two approach helps us to both be very close to the field, understand the real needs, real challenges, but at the same time, to contribute to the general overall discourse. This approach, I think, is one of the main advantages of our departments and the way we conduct the thing. Another very important element that we promoted from the beginning is a free access. Unfortunately, legal disciplines, as many other disciplines, are a little bit overwhelmed with the commercial actors. It's very difficult to, as a national prosecutor or as an NGO, get access to very important information, legal information that you need to work as a prosecutor. And not everybody can afford expensive commercial publishers, commercial databases that provides this information. So our small contribution in this process is to try to take out the products that are generally generated by public money. Decisions of the courts is something that is produced by judges who gets money from the taxes that we pay. Same with the publication. All the research is produced on grants that is provided through research councils, and this is again taxpayers' money. So the question is that why this information should be in a closed resources, why this shouldn't be available directly to all users free of charge. We see that these developments are really taking off. Within the European countries, there is a more increased understanding of a need of public access and open access, so-called. So we see this development now within the universities, where it becomes more and more common to give access to academic research. And we, from our side, try to contribute to this process. A little bit bridge to the current project that Emily will continue explaining. There is particularly these 4 databases that we want to talk about, and methodologies around this. We tried in our organization to focus on the whole process of the, let's say, work on a criminal international criminal law and gross violations of human rights from the national perspective. So it's very much sort of a need-based approach, where we see the core needs in the different stages and then the sectors of the process. I mean, first of all, main bottlenecks of the system, I won't say something very surprising, but it's investigation and fact-finding. There we have lots of challenges. This is also due to the complexity of the subject. Difference between homicide and genocide, it's a case complexity, and an amount of crimes and an amount of simply killed people that generates this type of crimes. Investigating these types of crimes needs another set of skills and techniques and methods that are not always there. So that's one of the main pillars that we focus. The second important element is a case selection and prioritization. So again, through the substantive law, we all agree with the definitions that this is not an isolated crimes. This is a complex crimes that happens together many other parallel crimes in the same big universe of a chaos, transitional countries, conflict, failed states. And to start this process, it's very important to understand how to deal with these cases, from where to start and where to end. And that's another important element and direction that we focus on, both from the methodological perspective and the tool perspective. Third one is a case analysis. Again, we heard lots about complexity of international criminal law, how different is this from the national, and importance of getting access to the knowledge. That's what this tool does. And of course, ratification and implementation, that actually starts everything. If you're not within the norms of international law when it comes to these issues, you need active help to realize how to do that.